honeys. Cold one today, so I got my hoodie up. Today's video, I'm going to be making a spit so I can turn that thing upside down. The reason why I want it upside down is so I can get all the underneath sealant and stuff off without having to hurt my back. And then I can paint it all, stone chip it all, paint it all, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to make a spit today. I've got two-ish lengths of thick scaff bar, which I made a spit out of last time. I'm going to weld it to my four-poster because it's metal and I can. And then I'm going to make a roundy bit in the middle for it to flip upside down. So let's have it. Sort of made the first bit of it. That'll be the spiddly widdly bit. That'll be the inny bit, and the middle bit, which will be connected to that. So now I've stripped all the boot off, which is bidet. I should have showed bidet. Cleaned all out the interior and stuff with tools and bolts and stuff. Obviously the wiring loom is still there. I am now taking off the rear subframe and diff and stuff, because all this will be powder coated and looking pretty. The rear subframe's dropped, I think I've already said that. I've moved the car forward because I realised the arse end was hanging over the back end. So I chopped those bits off and welded them back to there, and then moved the car forward. So now I have enough space on the back end. So I had to do some things to my ramp that we won't talk about. And while I was looking at the back end, before I wanted to, because obviously the plates now are going to go over there for the back of the spit. And I was looking at it and it was like, I don't know whether you've seen it on any of the other videos, but where I've taken this back panel off and stuff, because obviously I had to rebuild some bits of it. I can't remember what it was now. So the spot welds where I drilled out and re-welded back on, obviously they were all on there. So I've cleaned all this off now. I'm going to zinc primer this. Obviously seam seal will go all in there, but I'm going to zinc primer it for now because I don't want to be grinding, because obviously once I've painted all the underneath of there, I don't want to be grinding and making the paint hot because it'll bubble. Ta-da! It's up on its own. So I've welded the back part of it, but not the front part, because obviously the car is at a steep angle a minute. So as you see, that's like that. So when I jack up the back end, I'm hoping that that front part, so no, the back part, that part, will close up a gap. If not, I'll put a bit of heat into the front of it to bend it back into shape. But yeah, the front is up in the air on its Todd, as you see, welded to the ramp. So now I gotta do the back end. So now I've primed all the back end, look, looks lovely. I'm gonna make some plates now to go into the bumper brackets, and then the bit I fucked up with my roll cage, I think I'm gonna use that because it's already there. So yeah. Two holes drilled. Ta-da! So I got a stopper in case it falls over that way. Them all welded up. Them all welded up. Them all welded up. Them all welded up. And on the front end, I made a thing. I made an handle. I made an handle, look, out of my old scrap pipe that I broke. And I also sliced my bloody finger open. I'm going to blur that one because I'm not allowed to show you, am I? But yeah, them edges were sharp. Very much sharp. And I got some red paint on it and everything. But yeah, that's all welded up now. So the moment of truth. I'm going to get my GoPro on now. Stand back and hopefully it don't fucking fall over. Bugger. So I buggered it up. I didn't get the center of balance right. I thought that might have been alright, but no, it's not. So every time I try and turn it over, it's really heavy and it wants to come back in the middle. So, back. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to chop them ones off and put them on the other side or not. I don't know yet. I'll work it out somehow. Well, I've got into the position that I want it now. And I've had to ram a bar in there because it's not balanced. And it did fall over and hurt my leg as well again. Not fall over, but you know what I mean. It like tried tipping me around. So, but now this is all done. And at that angle, it makes it a lot easier to do the underside. And obviously do the fuel tank and stuff like that, because as you see, it doesn't have a fuel tank hole, so I got to get it down to there with the bit of Escort one by there. This is not too much work, to be fair, although it is at the wrong angle, so that needs to be there. Do you mean? So I will have to alter that to make it go into the right place to go into this tank, the TT tank. So she's a little bit rusty underneath the plastic, eh? Well, I didn't know that. She's got a little bit of surface rust everywhere, like, but she's not actually that bad. It gives me a chance to be able to clean it too. So yeah, now she's upside down. I can clean all the rest away. It's a nicer angle to work at, wire wheeling and stuff, because as you probably know, wire wheeling is a bloody horrible job. Yeah, very much nice. And then once all this is all done, I can stone chip it and paint it, and she'll look lovely. Make a nice line there, along there then, because the engine bay is a separate colour to the underneath. And I obviously, no, I don't know, maybe a nice line along that line by there, maybe, probably, with stone chipping it. And obviously inside the arches and stuff to do both sides, and yeah, so not much to do. Not actually sure how long this video is going to be of me making a spit, I'll be honest with you. I'll have to have a little look into it. I might have to add it into another video or as this home. But the car is there. Nice. And look how dirty I am. My teeth look so white when I'm dirty. So yeah, I'm going to finish it by here now. Have a lovely evening. Bye.